faith-based basic routine. Forget about the 30 moves. All you need is 3 moves. You heard? 3 moves. So here we go. Upper body, lower body, and also the center. Upper, lower, center. You got 7 days in a week. You need to be getting 3 to 4 days of work in. 3 to 4 days of work. We don't even have to do 1 hour. You could do 30 minutes. Other days you want to add on, you could just do 10 minutes. We take at least 1 day to do a Tabata, which is 3 or 4 sets of 2 minutes, which will equal 2, 4, 6, 8 minutes, and that's counting also the warm-up. So you figure it's just a 9-minute workout. You know, after you do your 3 minute
turn right on Bronx Boulevard.
It's only about 9 minutes. So once again, a beginner to immediate faith-based fitness routine. Upper body, center, lower body. You're trying to hit in the first 1 or 2 weeks, depending on your condition. Then you will probably be doing 2 sets until you build up to the what? Till you build up to the 3 sets.
Speed camera reported ahead.
You don't need to do a whole lot of sets. I mean repetitions. All you have to do is probably 9 to 12 reps. You're not trying to overdo it. After you get more into it, depending on your conditioning level, then you start to increase repetitions. Maybe about 4 to 5 more repetitions, because every week you're going to feel yourself getting stronger. Okay? Once a week, don't forget you should be doing a Tabata, which is only 9 minutes. And this is going to supercharge your workout. 1 week of Tabata, which is 20 seconds work, rest 10. You do that 4 times with 4 different exercises. And there's a lot of ways that we do it in my movement system, but for the most part, 1 exercise, jumping jacks. We got a specific way we do the jumping jacks. Number 2, rest 10, get back on the other side, which is for your legs. Could be squats or lunges. Take a rest for 10 seconds, go into the next one. You know, another 20. You might be doing something like high knees. All right. Then you take a rest for 10, go into the last exercise, which might be something like, I'm going to run over there and do a plank. I'm going to run back. You got 4 exercises. You're doing 4 times. First time you get the muscle into it, and then you can increase the energy level, the intensity level. It's only 9 minutes. You do that once a week. Quick Tabata. Go hard with it. Yeah, and you're going to feel it. Don't forget also, you're working when you're doing your workout throughout the week, through those 3 to 4 days. Remember, have fun. Play a little music for encouragement,
in
motivation.
1,000 feet, use the right lane to turn right on Bronx Boulevard.
And always start
Then
with your
stay
prayer.
to the left.
Always start with your prayer station.
Emergency vehicle reported ahead.
Always start with your prayer station. Because listen, when the praises go up, the blessings come down. So whatever you were struggling with, you're gonna have more energy. You're gonna take care of any injuries. Listen, and you're gonna be moving
Emergency vehicle
from the
reported
inside
ahead.
to the outside. Not just, I'm just gonna depend on, you gotta put the supernatural on the natural. Okay? That's how you do it. Faith-based.
Turn right. Then stay to the left to Bronx Boulevard.
Routine, okay? Faith-based fitness routine from beginners to immediate. And then you could always
use
add
the right lane to turn right on Carpenter Avenue.
in multiple planes for those who are more advanced.
In
making
900
sure
feet,
you
turn
hit
left on East 229th Street.
the sagittal plane,
Police reported ahead.
frontal plane, and the transverse, which is when you're dealing with circular movements. That's for those who will be doing stuff like spinning back movements, spinning back kicks, spinning back fists, spinning back elbows, and other movements that we also do with the tosabaki, which is the different blocks and stuff like that. For those who know about the
in a quarter of a mile, turn
clock
right
of
on
destiny.
Bronxwood Avenue.
Thank you for your comments. I'm looking in now. talking to himself. No, I'm talking to you. This is content. This content I'm giving you for those who taking notes and want to ask me some questions. I'll be looking now. But I had a lot of this sun, so I couldn't really see. Um, Diddy. Okay, everybody's still talking about Diddy and Jay Z, Tupac and Biggie. Okay, listen. If you want to get them two, what you want to get 2 pack of them Newports down. That's right. Lay it down and get big muscles. That's why I'm trying to talk with you. You heard? That's right. Little hip hop comedy. But yeah, for real, y'all. If you want to get your sets up, I'm just telling you, one week, one day of Tabata throughout the week. The other days you could do some hit training. You know, hit training and gaining.
In 1,000 feet,
That's all you got to do.
turn right.
Upper body. Let me get some cardio movements. Let me get some strength training movements, and especially if you got equipment, and put it all together. And on certain other days, you could also work on your flexibility and mobility for tight muscles, weak muscles. Okay? Some of y'all was on in the morning. On other days, I was showing y'all about the mobility, and I'll be putting up some other videos too in a little playlist in case you need to see all the different movements if you don't have that much knowledge on mobility training.
Turn right on Bronxwood Avenue.
Okay? Okay. Once again, if you're over 40, train smarter, not harder. What does that
In
mean?
500 feet,
That
use
mean-
the left lane to turn left on East 231st Street.
That means you can modify
In 700 feet,
the
turn right on
you can
Paulding
modify
Avenue.
karate school right here. You can modify the jumping stuff. You can modify the jumping stuff. Little karate school over here. You can modify the plyometrics if you have certain conditions. You can modify the plyometrics. Nice little karate school. I got to get that phone number. 664-84. What's that say? 8488. 8485. Okay, I got to call them. Mind myself. Okay. So once again, y'all modify it. If you can't be doing applied matches, if you got knee issues, mobility. If you got knee issues, prayer and mobility. If you got some other knee issues, 84, 86, or 88. Okay. If you got any other injuries, you
Speed
deal
camera
with
reported ahead.
it. Not just with
Turn
the
right on
outside,
Paulding Avenue.
but from the inside. And then you also do the training to build it up, like rehabilitation. We do both with a faith-based workout. Remember,
In
with the
900
faith-based workout,
Turn
you
left
also
on East 229th Street.
got to add military-style exercises so that you get more out of it. A regular workout is okay, but if you want to also be able to work on your self-defense, plus get more results, faith-based martial arts program. You got to add a martial arts component.
Turn left on East
Help you with your
229th Street.
punches. There's also dealing with your cardio and your muscular system, right? The studies on it, okay? Not only that, having the warrior code or the warrior mindset is going to take you a longer way, especially when challenges or distractions try to get in your way. It's almost like you're reading a book and then you get all these other distractions and you'll forget, oh yeah, I was just reading.
In a quarter of a mile,
And then you'll get
turn
back
right
on.
on Schieffelin Avenue.
That's right. Take notes in the back. Oh, wow. I got distracted. Okay, 5 times. So then each time that you don't get distracted, you can take a note of it. Cut off this, cut off that, so that you can focus on one thing at a time instead of multitasking, which is another step. One thing at a time. Let me bust that workout out. Even after it's the Tabata for 9 minutes. Then you can say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to go for 20 minutes.
In 1,000 feet,
3 to 4
Turn
times
right.
a week. And don't forget about the rest day. It's not just about the work. No. Have that rest day. You know? Know about that Sabbath day. And just like you'll get more money, you'll also get more muscle. Okay? So that's just a basic operation of a faith-based fitness workout regime. Okay?
turn right on Schieffelin Avenue.
And I'm going to be coaching you guys how to do that too, versus just getting me knowing how to do your own workouts. We also teach people how to do that. So it's not just about you training, doing mines. No, you're going to know how to create your own so you could also save money. Okay? Unless you're ready to give me that $1 million. Okay, I'll take it. All right? Or if you don't want to work in a local gym in your community or dojo, We'll teach you how to get that flow going. And also in 2 weeks, we got a sniper fighting certification. I'm thankful for those who came on Sunday to the grand opening. We had a wonderful time with y'all. Appreciate y'all. Okay, about to go in here and teach a class. I think we close to. Okay, got about 3 more blocks. Just check the comments. No, we were just doing the content flow. Okay, thank y'all for your comments and all that. And once again, thank you for your time and energy. You got any
You've
questions?
arrived. Destination is
Over
right.
here. Got a class. Appreciate y'all coming in. Don't forget.
Is it here?
Yes, this is it. It's either here or there.
This is
Thank you, my brother. The kingdom of God is within you. Stay healthy and wealthy. Y'all got any comments?
yeah, here's some glasses.
Yeah, this is it. Thank you so much. Okay, I sent that to you already. Okay. Thank you. All right, y'all. We here. We're over here working with the youth today. I'm excited to see some of these new warriors in training. Got some uniforms for them. Over here doing what we got to do, y'all. No breaks. Put on my uniform. Okay, I might be at the wrong exit. Got the white belts and all that. Get the kids they belts. Got some uniforms in here for the youth. Yeah. Got the white ones, the black ones. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. Have a lot of fun. Alright. I know some of them ain't got no belts, so I deal with that when I get in there. Okay. Shout out to the Harlem Six. Coming through with the uniform Kung Fu. Shout out to the Harlem Six AGR Black Jesus. Alright. So we're gonna get in here. Get some of these Kung Fu lessons. Almost overslept. I tried to take a little nap because I was up early praying. Gotta get up and pray. I don't think he's over here yet. How y'all doing though? Everybody good? Jesus was brown. You already know. Jesus was brown. Jesus was melanated. And we all got levels of melanin. Some of us got it more, you know? That's right. This is all a melanated thing. Melanin is good. Whether you're in Hollywood or the hood. Melanin is good. Word? Wow. You know Diddy? Some people say he kept a lot of stuff. I remember hearing a video where they said he got to be careful because he kept a lot of video and all that on people. And it just reminded me of like sometimes people used to go to the hospital and they used to try to run up on him. They said, no, don't keep him here. Because if they found out he's still alive, you know what I mean? Yes, the best water, just like coconut water. Not always the one you buy in the stores. Yes. Actually, we're going to get some on Saturday. But when I get the watermelons with the seeds in it, I also eat the seeds a little bit. You know? Diddy had consent of, as therefore he was properly, where you get in your, oh, yes. We actually ordered them from China. Yeah. It took a few, it took like 2 months to get here, but they got here, you know? My, how you doing, brother? My fam from Harlem 16 laced it up with the logos and everything. So, yeah. I'll definitely give you the information. Hit me on IG because they did some good stuff. We had to put in the each kid we have to take. Excuse me. Each one of the children we had to take their we had to get specific with the size, and we had to take their weight and everything so they can really go in. And they did pretty good. They missed a few of my belts, but thankful to the legend of Fontanez. He sent me Fast Free Fontanez gave me some other belts that he had. Came through right on time because I'm like, man, they need to send me little a little refund, something back, because they missed about maybe 15 belts, 12 or 15 belts. So the main thing is Fontanez came through with more than enough belts, so I should have enough in here for the rest of the uniform. So that's what's up when you got a good team. Stay around good people, you know. Never know how God do it. So let me just see some more of these comments. About to go over here and get warmed up so I could be kicking and flipping, jumping on the wall. Very nice. Okay, I got you, King. If you can, Master TYE 29 on Instagram, and I'll definitely send you info. Okay. And we got one of the other schools over here. That's over here and inside Fordham Road in the Bronx too, where he has some great suppliers as well for his MMA gear, karate gear, jiu-jitsu. Yeah, so we got you, King. Let's see if this is him pulling up. I don't think that's him yet. Let me see what time is at. I think I got here too early. Yep, I got here too early. It's starting in about 15 minutes, but I just wanted to come to you just to recap, y'all. For a faith-based, basic to intermediate level for a faith-based fitness routine, listen, if you don't have access to weights, use your own body weight. You know, use your own body weight. You got, you got chairs around you. You got benches. You know what I'm saying? When I went to the class, we was using each other's bodies. You know what I'm saying? We pick them up, put them on the back. And of course, I'm not suggesting that to anybody, especially if you're a beginner or if you got injuries. But this is how we gave it up. When I first got in there, one of the best workouts I can ever have. And it took my fitness game to new heights. I was dealing with asthma. It helped me deal with the asthma. Yeah, I still had to get the pump to pump it up, but I slowly winged off the pump. For those who got asthma issues or whatever issues, not to get it done, listen, you can start with your stretching. You can start with your basics. Get you some stretching, get you some flexing, that's the resistance training, and get you a little cardio, whether it's shadow boxing, or if you have access to something that you could punch on, if you got some brothers you could spar with, or if you got some katas. If you ain't got no katas, you can mix it up with the sparring. You are the equipment. You don't need no freaking equipment. But if you do need something to resist on, then yeah, that's how you could take it up to a new level. But in the beginning of things, utilize everything that God gave you. And you just got to learn how to just formulate a basic, workout. Make sure you got a prayer with it. Because when I did my study on prayer, it's a powerful thing when you can prepare your mind before the grind, you know? For competitions, I did this a whole bunch. And like I said, the power of visualization and prayer is a very hardcore situation where you just prepared more than you know it. So when it's time, you feel like one of the fighters when they went to go to the to the place to fight before they been there, you know? It's like you went there inside first. So when you had to go there on the outside, you were just claiming it. You just went there. Yeah, I did this already. I already know what it is. I prepared for this, you know? So, as I said on another video, proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you didn't go to the 52 Blocks Federation page, go get some ideas from there, because that's what they there for, so that you have the techniques. Sometimes he don't put too much about the conditioning, so this way you can balance it out. If you don't feel that I'm putting enough about techniques and tutorials, go over 52 Block Federation. It's a family. Go subscribe to Fontanez Martial Arts page. We're a family. If you're on Instagram, Musuko, MMA, we're a family. You know what I mean? You got more than enough techniques there, tutorials there, and we're gonna get better because most of us are getting used to this outside platform. So normally we just do face to face, but we're getting better with it. You know what I'm saying? And then some brothers are so used to teaching so much. That's where you got brothers like me will come through and just tell y'all where y'all could go, and we're gonna be making more better tutorials and all that too for those who need better breakdowns. Some of the people that I work with, some spins don't work for them. Like for instance, we doing certain spins. I see certain people do certain spins way differently than me. Sometimes they might have their feet flat. Some of them might use the back foot first. Where most of my training, I took the front foot and I turned and I went into some of the movements, which I probably show you if you ask me. But the main thing is you got to find something that worked for you. For instance, this is just the way I teach it in my movement system. Find out what works for you because everybody had a few lessons, and if you didn't, find out what works for you as we give you the suggestions. For instance, so I'm gonna put this down. I didn't bring the tripod out. For instance, if I get into my stance right now, I'm gonna put this right over here. For instance, if I put this down right now here, right, and I think I cut myself off. Okay, there we go. And I go into some spinning motions. I got an idea. To first, I could do it with a shift like this, almost like one of the shifts that I use for my forms. So you hear feet shoulder distance, you can turn and still pull off that spin kick. You know what I'm saying? That might work. Some of us might just deal with the pivot. We might take that front foot and pivot first, and then continue to turn, and then send a kick out. That's two. Number three, some people just might be here, and they just might take a step in. They might be here and just take a step, and twist at the same time, so they can continue to do this, the centrifugal force. So they just might be here, and then step in, and then continue to turn, and then stick the kick out. Boom. Okay. So I just gave you 3 ways. Then you got some other students, I see them doing stuff like, I ain't even gonna try to mimic it. I ain't even gonna try to mimic that one because when they did it, it was like, okay, that worked for you, but that one might not work for me because my body is used to doing the other first 3 that I showed you. So I'm not even gonna attempt, but when I did see them do it, it worked for them. I just also had to remind them, be mindful of those feet being on one line. You know what I'm saying? Almost like you got a line right here. And instead of being shoulder distance apart, you're making a stance in one line. You got to be careful for that. Putting both feet, because you don't naturally walk like this. Nobody walks like this. So why would we fight like that? We got to be mindful of that. I'd rather open my legs up like this. You know what I'm saying? 1 foot here, 1 foot here. Because when I naturally walk, studying yourself, you naturally walk already with a little distance between you. So you got to be mindful of your movements, because this is not a circus, and you don't want to be on the. It helps with the balance because I do certain exercises on the line, which is also good for stability and balance, and it challenges the muscles more. And we did it a lot in Taekwondo, but that was for the purpose of training and not for fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I know some of you guys might challenge that, and that's okay. Because remember, this is universal, and there's a connection to all of it. And you got to just do what works for you. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay? Just like the other day when I shared the stitch, for those who watched it, I was expressing how the guy was not turning his waist, and he trying to tell you to punch like that. And I posed a question to you guys saying, he stood up like this and he made no waist movement. And he said, that's the best way to punch. And I put the post up to ask you guys, if he was punching like Mike Tyson, would he turn his waist to get more power, or would he just, without using the waist, and think power going to be generated from that? You know what I mean? And then some of us are just doing a little twist. Almost like when some of the brothers used to do the 3-inch punch. Bruce Lee did the 1-inch punch. But remember some of the boxers used to do the 3-inch punch, I believe it was? Yeah, the 3 inch punch, it was effective, but I'm pretty sure that waist was still in there. Versus you think he just going and didn't move nothing else from the legs, which we know are very much connected to those 3 exercises that I told you to do with your lower body, your center, and your upper body. Right? We know the power is coming from the legs. We know this. If you didn't know, now you know. The power is coming from your legs, not from your arms. And then also the other muscles from your waist, which in martial arts we call the torque. When you're turning into it. If you look at any football player that throws a ball, if you look at any tennis player, any baseball player, notice even basketball, they descend down and then they are turning so that they get maximum power. This is really simple concepts, and you start to see is universal in a lot of sports. Descending and also turning for more power. Okay? Simple, right? And thank you for your comments. A side thrust kick. Yeah, yeah. And I got a brother from my dojo brother does it with the when he teaches the side kick, he teaches the hit with the heel. So that was kind of dope. I seen him do his little joint a little different from everybody else because he wanted to make sure that it hurt. And you get a lot of that from the heel. That's dope. What else? You need to do kung fu. Yes, my brother. I actually my first system was kung fu related, and then I have also the opportunity to train with some other kung fu experts that I met in a lot of different places. But one of the main places was in Central Park. Sifu Jack was his name, and he did a whole lot of kung fu. He got his own school in Brooklyn area. So I was trying to find out where was the school because he had relocated, and we look forward to some more tutorials on that. And yes, I'm sharpening up my sword. Shout out to Professor Bam. If you haven't subscribed to Bam Master TV, Bam Master TV, yeah. He used to be on WMAC Masters with Shannon Lee, Bruce Lee's daughter, and he the point MMA. Yes, it's also have the kung fu connection in there, because that's his main style. Although he does know, the MMA as well. Yeah. 67 years old from your pillow. I hear you, King. Listen, if you did it, if God did it before, He gonna do it for you again. That's what I want you to know. Okay? Just work smarter, not harder. And like I said, like I tell people, muscle and mental memory. You got in your mind and your experience what a lot of people don't have. So all you got to do is work smarter now. You know what I'm saying? 67 years of experience. This reminds me of Mike Tyson going against Logan, who he started. Excuse me, Jake Paul, who he started. And listen, he started him, he can finish him. Why? Because he got some things he probably didn't show him. You know what I mean? You got to keep some of that stuff to yourself. You know what I mean? How you doing, mommy? You got to keep some of that stuff for yourself because, sometimes the student want to go against the master. You know what I mean? Somebody asked me in the class, did you learn all of that from A to Z? I said, no, I didn't. I'm pretty sure he got a whole bunch of other stuff that I didn't get, even though he know I spent a lot of time with my first Sifu. You know what I mean? Love him and all that, but training was radical. And like I said, I know because he's at the 4th level of competence. The system that he created, he know in and out, forward and backwards. He could teach you with a blindfold on. Unfortunately, I gotta have one eye open and the other one blindfolded. And this is why I had to go around also just getting his mindset, because he was in the military. I never joined the military. But if you in some of the worst hoods in the neighborhoods or some of the ones close to it, then you feel like you in a war zone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I went with that. I wanted to be in the military because I had family who was in the military, DIC and all that. And I said, maybe this is my operation. I need to go. And then finally, I came to self and I realized people just doing it sometimes for money or because of the family had done it. And I realized I got a choice, just to be, what I'm saying, a Christ warrior, a warrior of the Lord. Come on. You already know that's like a battlefield right there. Because, you want to go back to old habits. Some people want to go back to the old ex. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to go back to the old way of flexing when they could do it the new way. Come on, smarter way, especially for the men over 40. Get that soy out of your diet. Men over 40, come on. Get that soy out of your diet. Don't let that soy play you like a toy. You know what I mean? Come on. T levels is your secret weapon. T levels is your secret weapon. I'm telling you. Okay? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. T levels is your secret weapon. Okay? Keep them T levels up. Make sure you eat that white part of the watermelon. Okay? For your libido. And let it flow. Stuff that slow you down, you got to decree and declare it. Come on, this is the faith-based fitness workout. Stuff that slow you down, you got to decree and declare it to go. Decree and declare it to go. Get out. Yeah, anything stopping and blocking you. And I'm not going to be specific unless you ask me. You got to decree and declare it. Not by yourself, but also with somebody else. When two or more come with that same idea, this is how you get it stronger. It's almost like you put in the one, the two, and then you got the three. Yeah. And then you feel the power from the fist. You know what I mean? So listen, do what you got to do. You'll never miss. Stay consistent. Bruce Lee told us this. Stay consistent. Practice correctly. And for long, and I add it because I love learning. Short periods of time. This is why we tell you about the Tabata. Once a week. Other days, forget the hour. If you're consistent with 15 minutes, you could get more results than a person who trained for an hour and don't have that much knowledge on how to create and make innovative workouts, cutting edge workouts, so that they can get to their destination quickly and easy. Okay? So I thank y'all for allowing me to share. Yep, it's 2:15 now, so brother should be pulling up, and I am gonna get ready to get in here and talk to the youth and make sure. Got on my God made, self-made. You already know. God made versus self-made. Get them this faith-based martial arts and loving self, because in self is the highest wealth. And take care of yourself. Challenges come. And I remember hearing a story about The Rock when he was going through some challenges. And his father, thank God for all the fathers, man. And all the men. And all the women who got men in their life. Who's standing on the word. Who stand up for love and righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And I remember how Rock was having a challenge. And this before he got really put on. And he had to help his mama in the house and bring that bread in. And whatever happened, he made it happen. He also found out how to get his workout in, even though he had other workload, and he was trying to help his mom and his family through them challenging experiences. And it encouraged me when I read that. And I'm gonna find that because I left it on Instagram. I'm gonna find that so I can reshare it. It's amazing. Now you see him today. How you doing? All right. Like I said, stay in the way, y'all. This is about that relationship. And you don't have to be never accepting a slave ship. Where somebody is pushing you down, keeping their foot on your neck, telling you what you can't do. Listen, the power of God is in you. And if God be for you, come on, ain't nobody can be against you. All right? Let me just see some more of these comments. And I'm going to get in here. Cedric, sidekick has the blade edge heel. And flat for more of a push away. Yes, and you know what I learned too? We also have to get aside from doing a blade And we got to do more of the flat foot versus the blade, where you're turning and I know you're hitting with your ankle, but for the most part, use wisdom, especially if you hit the tree like me. You got to do it better, especially if you're on the streets and it's not a tournament. I seen this guy with his hands down in one of the videos. He had his hands down here. And I understand, but then I understand too. If you're going against a guy who nice with these, and you leaving your body open because you only depended on your legs, and this guy was not throwing any punches. So in the Taekwondo that we teach, keep your hand up at all time, balance the energy, kick him, but you also got the power to hit him. When you kick at him, finish off with your hands. When you finish with your feet, hands. When you finish with your hands, feet. That's right. Hit him with the techniques. Balance it out. Keep your hands up at all times, so he don't know where it's coming from. You know what I mean? Too busy trying to figure it out because you on him like white on rice or the brown rice. You know what I mean? So listen, I gotta get in here. I thank y'all for your awesome comments. Don't forget you are blessed and keep down the stress. And don't forget, hit me on the gram. I want to help some of y'all. Master TYE29. Hit me on the gram so we can talk some more, and I'll give you the information also for some of the free offers that we got. Okay? Okay, y'all. Let me get in here. Stay blessed, no stress. Oh, that's Yogi Bear. Shout out to Yogi Bear. Shout out to Yogi Bear getting it in.